schoolboy football, September 7 to December 14 on CVM TV.
It's Thursday, September 12, 2024. This is CVM News at noon. I'm Nika Lewis. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, says it is investigating the circumstances in which a police fatal shooting incident occurred that led to the death of a male. The incident occurred yesterday, September 11, along Cottage Drive in Gregory Park, St. Catherine. A government-issued ID card bearing the man's image with a Spanish Town Road address was found on the deceased. However, he remains officially unidentified at this time, pending familial verification. INDECOM is seeking the public's assistance in identifying the deceased. He was wearing a dark-colored shirt with the words Case Blanca printed on the front and dark jeans pants. He is of slim build, dark complexion, and approximately 5 feet 7 inches. Any person with information to assist with his identification is asked to contact INDECOM's landline at 876-968-8875, INDECOM's WhatsApp number at 876-553-0000, or the Portmore Police Station. To date, 120 people have been shot and killed by the security forces, of which 10 were fatally shot in September. Detectives in St. James have charged 30-year-old Joseph McKenzie, also known as Gio, with the murder of Randy McNeil in Flankers earlier this year. McNeil, a 28-year-old shop operator from Providence Heights, was shot multiple times while walking along New Road in Flankers on April 27. Police reports say McKenzie, armed with a gun, ambushed McNeil at around 11:15 a.m. McNeil was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. McKenzie was arrested on August 25 at Harvey Beach in St. James and later charged with murder, firearm possession, and using a firearm to commit a felony. His court date is yet to be finalized. The independent candidate for the September 30 by-election in Northeast St. Anne is denying allegation that he is a proxy for the People's National Party, who has opted out on contesting the election. Speaking on Lead Story last evening, David Anderson defended his candidacy.
I refute that. I mean, I don't even want to argue on that basis. That's not false. That's not true. That's false. Once I'm in St. Anne, I'm good. Nowhere in St. Anne like foreign to me. This is my zone. This is where I've lived for 47 years. I don't run away. I don't run away from anywhere. I mean, I was born in Alexandria. I came to Northeast in 47 years now. So, you know, I'm not a stranger to this place. I've always been doing my best to help the people around and the community at large.
Now, the Ministry of Agriculture has committed to assisting farmers island-wide with their crop production and sale following Hurricane Beryl. Speaking in Portland recently, Minister Floyd Green highlighted the ministry's additional plans for the nation's farmers.
The cost of the inputs have gone up so much that it is difficult to keep going. So while we are providing support now for you to recover, this is part of a bigger plan that we have embarked on this year under our Crop Recovery Expansion Program that we call CREP. So JACRA is leading a 5-year program where we are going to be putting billions of dollars to help you, our coffee farmers. We want to help you with inputs, whether that be fertilizer, chemicals, so that we reduce your cost of production. We're going to help you with training because, as you all know, the climate has changed. So how we used to farm 10 years and 15 years ago, we have to look at some of those strategies and we have to come up with new strategies.
In a shift of policies with how building approval processes are approved and objected, the Mayor of Kingston had this to say.
Change that will be made relates to how objections to proposed building developments are handled. In keeping with our mandate of finding solutions to address the needs of various residents, I have taken a policy decision which will see person or persons objecting to proposed development a meeting with the technical officers of the KCMC as well as our legal officer. I've gone one step further to ensure greater transparency, and I've invited a member, a representative I should say, of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, to attend this meeting as an independent observer.
In this follow-up story now, the search for a man who was swept away in the Maho Gully in Kingston on Tuesday ended when firefighters and residents discovered his body Wednesday morning. Trisha Gay Kelly has more.
The Good Samaritan is how many label the now dead man who risked his life to rescue a woman struggling in flood waters. The corporate area has been receiving heavy rainfall for days, but on Tuesday, the downpour amassed to some flood waters in gullies. Over in Chesterfield, a woman boldly decided to rescue her pig from the water, but her efforts were unsuccessful as she struggled even to save herself. The reason she survived is because another resident saw her floating down the gully and geared up to assist.
And grab her in her neck and draw her into me now and hold her so with me and she said, please no let me go, no make me dead. Me say, you're not dead, man. Me hold her on fire, man, everything all right. You see me? But the pressure with the gully I push with, and she so weighty again. Me have to start ball for some people, that's why I'm a host, you know. Ball for some people say, wanna come help me, because me not let her go. And when she drop over now, she said, thank you, me love you, and just faint away. When she faint away, me have to slap her up on her jaw, so. I said, wake up, you're dead. And she said, no, me not dead.
However, the resident who first attempted to help her died after encountering difficulty in the water. The Jamaica Fire Brigade continued to search for the man Tuesday evening, but to no avail. Wednesday morning, the lifeless body of a man was spotted in the water, suspected to be the victim from Tuesday.
I have family and she will go down there now, so we are going to look for him. See, me end up walk past him, me and her walk past him. See, show him their back, him end up seeing the water and say, yo, fambo, and I boy that.
As soon as they saw the body, one rode his bicycle to the police station, while the others brainstormed how they could remove his body from the water.
Look at wave still in my bath. Tell the kind of man I stay so too like him did up on all one limb, you know. You see it, I try to save him life, but you see it, because me I hear like the big fridge that come down when him up on the limb. So come the big fridge and up lick him. Because when I see him, I panic, you know, I turn all lead that, you know, I don't even know what for going on. You see it, more than just call the police and call some people who can help you dry him out.
However, they believe more could be done to save the man.
Because me a man say pass the rope in a kid, but they the youth them find them boss. Take a tap, it's a big act them find my boss. More than them fear look for youth and try to save the youth life, you see it?
The youth are trying to save the woman in dead and the act save and the woman save.
Yeah.
He has been identified as 18-year-old Rajan Melbourne. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
With that, we take a break on CVM News at noon. We come back in a moment.
Welcome to Candy Crates, your one-stop shop for everything sweet. Got a craving? Planning a party? We've got you covered. With over 200 different types of candies and chocolates, you're sure to find your favorite here. Create your own ice cream flavor by mixing in your favorite toppings or enjoy our delicious milkshakes, blizzards, dip cones, and Belgian waffle ice cream sandwich sundaes. Visit Candy Crate at Progressive Plaza Barbican and upstairs Fontana Waterloo. Candy Crate, making every moment sweeter.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVM TV.
Welcome back to CVM News at Noon. It's time for our discussion segment, and it's a big topic because suicide is a major public health challenge with more than 700,000 deaths each year globally. In Jamaica, of course, the majority of those allegedly on suicide watch are between the ages of 15 and 24 years. The triennial theme for World Suicide Prevention Day between 2024 and 2026, 3 years, is changing the narrative on suicide with a call to action, start the conversation. So this theme aims to raise awareness about the importance of reducing the stigma and encouraging open conversations to prevent suicide. Now joining us for the discussion in studio with me is suicidologist, did I get it right?
Yes, that works.
Perfect. Dr. Donovan Thomas. Welcome, Dr. Thomas. No stranger to CVM.
Thank you so much. Good to be with you and continue to keep up the good work. It's been a joy just reflecting on your own journey. Congratulations.
Thank you. And a lot to say to you too. I've watched your program evolve from more than just being at a location in the corporate area to being something that you were sharing with me earlier had a great global impact. Only recently you were sharing some messages about suicide prevention and the theme.
September 10th is World Suicide Prevention Day.
Yes.
And Choose Life International had our 16th annual World Suicide Prevention Day seminar. We pivoted from Kingston, Jamaica, Terra Nova Hotel. We had an overflow. We had a good problem, more people than we planned for. We had 149 people. We had planned for 120. And we pivoted to over 20 nations.
Wow.
Just this morning, I had a conversation with Joshua out of Uganda, who coordinated the watch party. And there were like 40 people from the business sector, the health sector, the church community, from the education sector, who gathered in Uganda to benefit from what we were doing. We started at 8:30 a.m. We went through until 4 o'clock. He said his team members were there all the time. We also had a watch party in Cuba. There were people participating from Pakistan, from Tanzania, Cayman Islands, Trinidad, Barbados, and of course Kingston, Jamaica. We had in-house, we had people on Zoom, and we had people on the itinerary platform just participating in this event, and the reviews have been very good. We started 16 years ago with 40 people at the Wyndham New Kingston Hotel, and that's just one of the...
Not the 16 years ago, but I remember in terms of the changes in the location.
And the pandemic taught us to be able to get to the nations of the world without physically going there. And we are grateful for the team of people who have planned it, for the Ministry of Health that endorsed it, Jamaica Broilers that has been our main sponsor for the last number of years, and all of you who have participated, including the work of CVM, and thanks for the opportunity to be able to share the good news with you as to what's going on in this.
We may have some young people watching us if they're not out, out in schools already, but if they're watching, you're a suicidologist. Just tell us really quickly what that means right after this break, right when we come back. So stay with us. It's all about suicide prevention after this.